Hi everyone, it's Yvette from Letslace. In this video I'll show you how to work honeycomb ground. It's typically used as a filling in buck's point lace and provides a very decorative texture. In this motif I've worked 3 honeycomb ground motifs just to provide a bit of visual interest. Let's get started. This is what a honeycomb ground pricking looks like. You'll see that in every second row, every single pinhole is worked in honeycomb ground stitch. And in every other row, only alternate pinholes are worked in honeycomb ground stitch. So in this row, each pinhole is worked in honeycomb ground stitch, while in this row only alternate pinholes are worked in honeycomb ground stitch. We'll start off by working a row in which every pinhole is worked in honeycomb ground stitch. You'll probably be able to see it better over here. The row that we will work is similar to this row. So our worker pair has just worked through the 2 passive pairs on the right hand side of the lace, and it's already got 2 twists on it. We use that pair plus the pair to its left to work a honeycomb ground stitch. We work a half stitch and then put an extra twist on both pairs. Then we put up a pin between the pairs. The pin is then enclosed by working a half stitch and then putting an extra twist on both pairs. Tension the pairs and then set the right hand pair away and use the left hand pair to work the next honeycomb ground stitch with a pair to its left. Work a half stitch and then put an extra twist on both bobbins. Put up a pin between the pairs and then enclose the stitch by working a half stitch and putting an extra twist on both pairs. Set aside the right hand pair and use the left hand pair with a pair to its left to work the next honeycomb ground stitch. Work a half stitch and then twist both pairs one more time. Put up a pin between the pairs and then enclose the pair by working a half stitch and then putting another twist on both pairs. Continue in this way until you've completed the row of honeycomb ground stitches. We've now completed working a full row of honeycomb ground stitch where every pinhole was worked. The next row we'll be working every alternate hole in honeycomb ground stitch. You'll probably be able to see it better over here. The row that we're about to work is similar to this one, where every alternate pinhole is worked in honeycomb ground stitch. The worker pair has just finished working through the 2 passive pairs on its right, and we'll use the worker pair to make the first honeycomb ground stitch with a pair to its left. Work a half stitch and put an extra twist on both pairs. Then put up a pin and close the pin by working a half stitch and putting an extra twist on both pairs. Then you need to set both pairs aside. Use the next 2 pairs to work the next pinhole. Work a half stitch and put an extra twist on both pairs. Put up a pin between the pairs and then enclose the pin by working a half stitch and putting an extra twist on both pairs. Tension and set aside both pairs. Use the next 2 pairs to work the next pinhole by working a half stitch and then twisting both pairs one more time. Put up a pin and then enclose the pin by working half stitch and putting another twist on both pairs. Continue working honeycomb ground stitch in every alternate pinhole to complete this row. That brings us to the end of this video. To see more videos demonstrating bobbin lace techniques, please subscribe to Letslace's YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.